Hi everyone, and welcome back as I take a look at Season 3 selected episodes of Blake 7, Volcano. The Liberator has arrived at the planet Obsidian, where the Pyronians are pacifists. So what is the Liberator doing here? Well, they're following up on a lead. They think Blake has been to the planet Obsidian. Tarrant and Dana teleport down to investigate, and they are promptly captured by the locals using stun guns, of course, and are brought back to their complex because the leader, Howard, and his son have already observed the Liberator approaching them and quite well aware that Tarrant and Dana teleported down. So therefore they are in control, you could say, of the situation. Anyway, when they come round, Dana and Tarrant, they put their case to them, saying, have you seen Blake? No. Dana says, my father knew you, Howard, and so on and so on and so on. And the basic plan is they want a base of operations. Little do they know, a certain person is also on the scene. That person being President Servalan. Anyway, Dana and Tarrant are obviously shown around the complex, and they basically say, we need this planet as a base of operations because it's in a very important sector of the Federation space. And the Pyradians basically say, no, no, no. Meanwhile, President Servalan has her own plans. She has already conspired with Howard's son for information vital to her plans to obtain the Liberator. And so Avon teleports down because Dana and Tarrant have not communicated back. So Avon teleports down to investigate what's going on. Also down on the surface, Servalan and her troopers have made contact with two Pyradians, and after receiving the message that Servalan's been waiting for, she promptly has them both executed, just like that. Without even batting an eyelid. And Tarrant, with Howard's son, is basically asking, why is it the Federation have not taken this planet? And the explanation comes to light. A gigantic volcano with a high yield explosive underneath it. Anyway, Avon's down on the planet now. He's looking around and he's come across the two bodies. He's also noticed the Federation troopers are also on the planet, and he promptly teleports back up with this piece of info. And Servalan's information basically leads Dana and Tarrant into a trap. And they are trapped by Howard's son, who is the one who's cooperating with the Federation. And the Federation take the bracelets off Dana and Tarrant, obviously. And part of Servalan's plan is a battle group. And its object is to move in against the Liberator. And that's exactly what happens when she gives the order. The battle group starts to move in. This is all part of Servalan's plan. Basically, what I can make out of her planning It's to take the Liberator. If you can't take the Liberator, destroy the Liberator. So the first attempt is to take the Liberator. And that means the Federation troopers down on the planet now have the bracelets. They communicate up to the Liberator. Callie is very suspicious, but unfortunately Villa overrides her and brings them up. And unfortunately, they are now prisoners. At this point, Avon is unaware that these Federation troopers have boarded the Liberator because he's got his hands full in fighting off this Federation battle group. And Avon's doing quite well until, of course, the Federation troopers enter the deck and he becomes their next prisoner. So they're rounded up Callie, Villa, and now Avon. It looks like the Federation have finally got their hands on the Liberator. But Avon, being Avon, basically tells Zen, carry on with the attack, Zen. And that's exactly what happens. And in the confusion, there's a bit of a shootout between Avon and the Federation troopers. Avon is slightly injured. But unfortunately, the Federation troopers take Aurak and Callie with them back down to the planet, ordering Villa to obviously teleport them back down. So it's a bit of a mess. Callie is now a prisoner. Aurak has been captured. The Liberator has been damaged, but nevertheless has done very well holding itself up against this Federation battle group, proving that the Liberator is indeed a very powerful ship. And the battle group basically break off the attack to regroup as reinforcements are on the way. So, Servalan's plan to take the Liberator has failed. But she's been informed that they have Aurak with them, the Federation troopers down on the planet. So it's a bit of a constellation for Servalan. But nevertheless, Servalan just basically gives the orders to attack Obsidian. Meanwhile, Avon is having a chat with Villa about what happens and what's going on, and the update news. Villa's very relaxed, of course, and Avon is, Struth, how the heck did we get out of that one? Well, they did, just. So, back down on the complex on Obsidian, Howard has identified his son as being aggressive, and he basically puts his son down humanely. He gives Tarrant and Dana their freedoms back. They are free to go, and he basically says to them, look, we are a dying race, and if the Federation do attack us, I will detonate this bomb, which obviously will cause massive destruction on a scale which will obviously wipe out the Pyrillians. And that is what he basically is going to do. Now, with their bracelets back, Dana and Tarrant communicate with Avon. Avon puts them in the picture that Callie has been taken along with Aurak, and they only got a small amount of time to rescue them. Meanwhile, Servalan contemplating her next move, and she basically just says just attack the planet Obsidian, and once that's carried out, with the reinforced battle group, proceed with the attack on the Liberator. But fortunately for Callie and Aurak, they are rescued by Dana and Tarrant. The troopers are taken out, obviously, and everybody teleports back up to the Liberator just in time. As the Federation attacks Obsidian, Howard communicates to the Liberator he will detonate, and that's exactly what he does. The planet Obsidian goes up in smoke. And now, my final thoughts. Well, here's my final thoughts on Volcano. Bit of a odd story. It seems that Servalan can't seem to make her mind up to take the Liberator or destroy the Liberator, and this is going to happen in another couple of episodes, which I will be reviewing. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Nevertheless, this is a good one for one aspect. At long last, we get to see the Liberator use those neutron blasters. At long last. And Bayek, he did an effective job against that Federation battle group. There's no doubt about that. So that's an upswing. You know, I think we've all been waiting for that to happen, and it has finally happened. So, yeah, that's good. As for the Federation battle cruiser, well, I have to say that is one pretty ugly looking ship. It looks like a deformed whale of sort in its design. Terrible design, absolutely terrible. Nevertheless, Volcano is quite a good episode. At least you get some good action in this one. And yeah, it's a good one. Obviously, Blake is still being mentioned here at this stage. They're sort of looking for him, but they're not fully looking for him. It's sort of like we'll follow up on leads if these leads lead anywhere. In the case of this one, they didn't. Nevertheless, yeah, Volcano, yeah, good episode overall. And on that note, I'll catch you in due course on the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.